Hey guys, I'm here to record my video in peace. And this one at the back is my sister is here, so she's disturbing my peace. But anyway, hey guys, what's up? Welcome to another edition of Tulu Talks. Yes, this video is long overdue, but now I had to sort out my schedule and work on how I'm going to record and be doing what I'm doing at the same time because I'm studying day and I go to school day and night. And yeah, so I'm now sorted. It's kind of like going to be on Thursday. So guys, I just want to say thank you so much for watching the video. Thank you for the ones who commented. Thank you for the subscribers. I personally don't even know 400 people, but 400 people watched it. So that's not the main goal, but yeah, we got somewhere at least. It's better than nothing, you know. But thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Anyway, so today we're going to talk about insecurity. Personally, insecurity is such a big problem for so many girls out there. Men too. I think men are also insecure about one thing or the other. But insecurity. So what I feel is that insecurity is when you lack confidence about the things you cannot change. Literally. You cannot change these things. You lack confidence. You're uncertain about it. You're self-doubting, self-conscious. And can I really do this if I'm like this? Can I really play basketball and I'm this short? Can I really achieve my goals? I don't even know how to speak to people. I'm so shy. Would they even like me? I'm so ugly. Will they even accept me, that team? Those kind of things. Insecurity is bad for business. Anyway, so I'm going to talk about my own insecurities and how I got through them. And then maybe we can share on the gram about what you're insecure about in one point of your life. I'm not longer insecure about those things. Let's not get it twisted. I am fine now. I'm doing great. I have learned to accept myself as I am. And I empower myself through it all. First things first. I'm very, very insecure. Was very, very insecure about my height. You have no idea what it was doing to me. Now, I'm not midget, but let me just put it like this. If I got any shorter, I would have literally fell into that standard. But I'm short, And so I felt like, oh my goodness, what am I going to do with this height? Like, what's going to happen with this height? How am I going to get through it? What am I going to do? God help me. And I tell my mom, like, Ma, they're calling me short. They're telling me that I'm so short. I'm the shortest in the class. I was the shortest. I think primary, secondary. There's one other girl, but we used to argue about that. I think I was taller by an inch, but it was still taller. But anyway, so she used to tell me, Tuzo, tell them you have a long brain like the Chinese. I was like, what? What do you mean tell them I have a long brain like the Chinese? Like, yes, Chinese people, they're very short, but very intelligent. I was like, yeah, Mom. Yeah, okay, I'll tell them I have a long brain. And so she was like, Suzo, don't worry. If you work hard, if you have good grades, if you're the best student, nobody will even notice your height. Instead, they will admire you for your head, for your brain. They will admire you for your brain, They will admire you for your intelligence. They will admire you for the way you are. They will not notice your height, That's one thing. And then, so I was building up my confidence through that, through what my mom told me. I was like, yes, Ma, I will do that. So I was saying that, and I was working hard at school. I was working really, really hard because in as much as you're tall, I had to win you in one way or the other. And the only way I could get through it was through class, through my grades, So that was one thing. Another thing was like, I went to boarding school. When I was young, I went to boarding school in grade 6. I think I was 12 years old. Yeah, I went to boarding school. I had two friends that at this time, like, I'm shorter than them, but they were short. And one was called Doreen, one was called Sam. They were short, but they were like dynamite. Literally, when I say dynamite, it means that they didn't let anybody step over them. They were so confident about themselves. They were so independent. Doreen had such a fast mouth. Like, if you pick a fight with Diddy, you're in for it. Don't even try it. And I was like a very naive, very kind, I mean, I wasn't really confident. I wasn't really independent. It didn't look like I could survive it, you know? And I remember Doreen came to be like my boarding sister, you know? She would not tell me like you gotta stand up for yourself on this, or you gotta do this, or you gotta do that, or she wouldn't really allow people to just step over me in one way or the other. And this to me was like a wake up call that hey, and she was really like she could express herself and say anything that she wanted to say. Sound was like from head to, you know. I now saw them and I was like, hey, why are you so insecure that you're short? Look at, there are, they're not the tallest people in the school, and they're so loud and they express themselves and they're confident about themselves, and they even play netball. They were really good at netball. Like they had fast feet. Now look at this. They didn't have the height, but they had fast feet. And so it helped them in that they had an advantage. Another thing that I learned was like I was very insecure about my skin tone. Oh, my skin tone. I wanted to be light skinned so bad. Like my mom is light skinned, my sister is light skinned. I felt like I was the darkest charcoal, you know? I felt bad about it. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so dark. What am I gonna do? I'm so dark. And I'll tell my mom, like, Mom, when I grow up, I really want to be like you. I really want to be light skinned like you. And she'll be like, Tuzo, don't say that. You have very beautiful skin. Your skin is so beautiful, my darling. You don't even need the lights, you know? And she was like, you know why people, they go to the beach to tan the entire time just to look like you. And you want, I would even love to look like you. And I was like, really? Like, Ma, say the truth. She's like, yes. I realized that somebody can go from dark skin to light skin, but you can't go from light skin to dark skin. You see? So, like, you can go from dark skin to however light. In fact, there's a menu of how light you want to be, but there's nothing concerning you going from light skin to being dark skinned. It doesn't happen. And she was always telling me, you're so unique. Why do you need all this light? I mean, you have this very dark, you're dark but you're glowing, you know. So she'll tell me such things, and she'll tell me, look at Naomi Campbell. She's dark, she's glowing, she's a supermodel. Huh? She even has a gap like you. That's another thing I was very insecure about. My gap. Oh my goodness. My gap. I didn't even want to laugh out loud because of my gap. Like, it took time. In as much as nobody would notice it, but it really took a lot of time for me to start laughing and just being me, just being like happy about myself, about who I am, and starting to see what I'm capable of if I step out of this insecurity I have about my beauty because of beauty standards that have been set, or because I feel like I'm abnormal since I have a gap, I'm dark, I'm short. How can I even play basketball? How can I play netball? How can I even how can I even be beautiful with this dark color, you know? That kind of insecurity, if I stuck to that, if I stuck on that version of me, I would have been light skinned with them dark knuckles going on, you know. That's a messy situation. That's a very messy situation, you know. When you're dark skinned, then you got the dark knuckles and you got no. I would have been like that though. I would have gone to the dentist and fixed. In fact, before I used to hate dentists because I thought a dentist made a mistake and I ended up with a gap because nobody has a gap in my family. Like not my mom, not my sister, nobody. So I was like, there must be one fool out there that made a mistake and I ended up with a gap. Like, how can I be born with this thing? And so I now learned like whatever you're insecure about and you feel like it is it's not allowing you to get to where you would want to be or get to what you're capable of being or something like that. I just want to say that no, don't dwell on it. Empower yourself through it, push yourself through it. Instead, like sometimes you need to surround yourself with people. You need to surround yourself with people that are confident about themselves. There's no way you're going to build your confidence around people that lack confidence. It doesn't happen. You're going to walk with lions in order for you to learn how to roar, you know. So for me, this is what I feel like. And as I told you, I went to boarding school. I surrounded myself with people that are so confident. My best friend is not that tall, and she's so confident. She's so loud. She's like, stand up for yourself. Don't. I mean, Don't let yourself go. Don't let yourself down. You can be great. And they were always motivating me in such a way that I learned how to express myself more and more and more. And nothing, absolutely nothing that takes away what you are made of is good for business. Nothing that takes away the way you're unique, the way you've been. I mean, you're created in God's image. So when you want to change something about yourself permanently, when you want to change something physically about yourself, it just goes on to show that even if you change it outside, if you're not convinced of how much you are loved, how much, if you're not convinced of how great you are on the inside, it would change nothing. There is nothing a nice body will do for you if you're not confident about it. There is nothing being light skinned will do for you if you still have this stupid mentality that you're not beautiful. So there's nothing that you will change physically that will benefit you in the long run and have like it has a great impact somewhere. It won't happen. Another thing was that I learned that another thing is I also love this story from the Bible, the story of Moses. And when Moses was sent to free the Israelites out of Egypt, take the Israelites out of Egypt, he told God that me that cannot even speak, like he was stammering. He had a stammer to him, and he didn't feel like he was ready to lead a nation because he was stammering. So how can he talk to kings stammering? Is that even possible? Now, look at him now. He led the Israelites out of Egypt. So I just want to tell you that you are ready to talk to kings, and you have to trust yourself and trust in God to know that you're ready to talk to kings and you can do it. All you need to do is get outside this box that you've built around yourself that disables you. You're not physically disabled, but mentally disabled. And these days the people that are physically disabled that are more, in fact, they are more healthy, they're doing greater things than people that are not even physically disabled, but they're the way they think about things, the way they think about themselves, they have mentally disabled themselves from being great. And that, for me, is the worst kind of thing you can set for yourself, because you will always be behind. You will always settle for things that nobody can settle for. You feel like you're too ugly. You're even lucky to have this boyfriend. There's no such thing. The right man will come along and you will be loved as you are. If you are specific to the core that God, this is what I want, that person will come. You feel like maybe, oh, you're so you can't even speak English properly. It is even good that you got into one college like this. There's no such thing. If you want to speak English, you will speak English and you go and speak to kings. If you want to go to a good university, you will do it. If you want to go to whatever you want to go to, whatever you want to be, don't allow your insecurity to come in between you. Because as long as you're insecure about something, believe me, it will affect you one way or the other in life. And there'll be times where you feel, if only I had bigger boobs, if only I had a bigger ass, all this they now have like hourglass figures these days for girls. It's sexy, it looks good, but it will run out of fashion very fast. You having an ass, it will run out of fashion very fast. The problem with this world is the way it's changing. I think in the night, like if you look at fashion history, you will collapse. You will not even imagine people that wanted the flattest chest, the people that wanted the biggest one. Like, first of all, they wanted the flattest, then they wanted the biggest, then they wanted, then they wanted the highest. You will be amazed. There are so many things, but they always change. If you remained with the body that God had given you, I mean, as long as you stay healthy, yeah, you can exercise and everything. But if you remained with the body that God had given you, you would have been somewhere else. But maybe you felt because you're insecure about it, you went in 10 years to come, they'll not be there. Or even not even 10 years, but 6 months later when you want considered for a certain position, or when a certain company needs you to be with them, you cannot, because they take you unserious. You look unserious. You look funny, And so that's how I'm thinking. That's how I'm thinking. Literally, I think that when you're insecure about something, don't step over yourself and don't kill yourself over it. Instead, do something else that will do something else more powerful and be the best at it, to the point that those people that you feel are complete, you will now look at it and see that nobody is complete and you got something that they don't have, those kind of things. Anyway, so thank you for watching the video. I really appreciate it.